Okay, y'all. Well, go ahead and fix that, y'all. We are live. We are live in the fucking building. What is good, my fine people? You already know it's your boy Kicks Griffey back in the building. And today we are holding court. We are holding court. This is, hey, fragrance court number 2. The fragrance that's up for verdict is the infamous hype Seraphim Blue. Zaharoff Seraphim Blue. All right. So now we got 2 lead attorneys. Both are going to have an opening argument. They're going to allow uh point out their points. It's going to be 3 minutes each. And before we get started, if you guys don't know, Gemz, go ahead, introduce yourself before we get started, my guy.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Hidden Gems. One part of that amazing trio, tripod, trifecta of reviewers and people opinionated based on fragrances. What's going on?
What's going on? Okay. Next up, the next lead attorney, the guy that got that talk for you is my guy, Dame Dollars. Go ahead.
What's going on, y'all? Everybody in the chat, Kicks, Gems, my people. You know, we're going to talk that talk today. It's a little different.
That's
We're
right.
going to get
That's
it
right.
going.
That's right. That's right. My guy, James, you saw what I did, y'all. Y'all saw what I did, right? Y'all
Kicks, I'm
saw what I
starting to think
did.
this is biased, bro.
Don't think that. I'm a good judge. I did not take any payola, man. I
Nah,
even got my sugar-free fruit yesterday. Well,
Payola is
come on.
crazy.
this
Well,
Negro gave Dame a whole intro.
hey, come
Hey,
on now. Let's not be salty.
hey,
Hey, everybody's gonna get. It's gonna be a
it's
fair
healthy.
hearing here.
Nah, it's
A
already
fair
starting off
hearing.
on the
It's
wrong
healthy.
foot,
It's,
brother.
It's
it's
healthy.
a fair hearing. A fair hearing, people. So let's go ahead. Let's get a little serious. My man Gems, go ahead. Give us your opening argument.
Man, what up, y'all? This your boy, Hidden Gems. Um, you know, it has been up for debate. It has been said over time that Zaharoff is one of the top brands out there, in which we all are entitled to our own opinion, right? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. However, at this point, the problem that we face is whether or not one of his concoctions slash creations should belong on anyone's Mount Rushmore of fragrance choices. Now, some of you may disagree, and I understand, Some of you may agree with me. But at this point, my job is to prove to you how mid Seraphim Blue is, all right? And I will base that based upon typically 3 things: pricing, complexity of the actual fragrance itself, and the creation. Or should I say, I won't say the creator, but we're going to talk about the creator as well. And based on those 3 things, I will prove to you that not only does it not belong on anybody's Mount Rushmore, but those that have been involved in the overhyping of this particular fragrance deserve, as Dr. Umar would say, 40 lashes, including the judge if he agrees. So there we go. And that'll be it.
Okay, all right, all right. My man, Dollars, you are up next, my brother. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, we are not here to simply talk about a fragrance. We're here to discuss an experience in a bottle. Seraphim Blue is not only an experience, it's an aura of a fragrance. When it comes to modern blues, we have a lot of generics. We have a lot of, what's the word, mass appeal, easy reaches. And if it checks the boxes, it checks the boxes. One of the main things I'm going to prove is why Seraphim Blue isn't overhyped. It is justly hyped in regards to the reviews that it's got and the high praise. And also because I've worn it over the last year, and there's no reason why there should be any talk or disagreements in regards to something as simple as, do you wear it? What's the experience you have when you wear it? And from my experience, all I get is compliments when I wear it. All I get is, what is that? All I get is, what is this? All I get is, what's you doing after this? All I get is, that's different. So the main thing to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is to experience Seraphim Blue in its all, experience what you're getting, and experience high quality. And that's what we're going to do today.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Well, you guys, we have opening arguments from both. We're gonna address the chat and see what's going on in the chat. Give everybody they just do. I see Joel up in
So,
here, Dutch, uh my man Slick Rick, Gian, of course. Man, let's go into this, man. What's cracking? Was good. Son of the day, Ferragamo. Aqua is CZL blue. You know I'm always messing up some shit, and Gemz is on my ass about it. Pause. All right, all right, all right. My man, what's up? Ricky said, "What's up, Ricky?" Okay, everybody with the love. What's up, my man Dutch? Who gonna say no to Dutch? Jordan from the elbow. That's what I'm talking about. You already know. Yak Mob, Yak Mob. Okay, my man Habib in the building. What is
Habib,
good? What's good? All right, all right. There we go. Here we go. My man Will the Steel was real. Preacher brother Jims. Hey, Jims got that work, man. He gonna let us know. He ain't playing.
Pause.
All right, all right.
Pause, Judge. Pause,
Pause,
Judge.
pause, pause. Unlimited pause with hey. The judge, you guys gonna have to give the judge a limited pause here. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. All right. All right, my man Racket Club. What's good, man? Everybody showing love in the building. Everybody showing love. I don't want to leave anybody out. All right, we already know who we should hold in contempt. Okay. All right, all right. I find the judge guilty and worthy of 40 lashes. Whoa. Hey, you supposed to be the bail of the muscle, man. Hey, I will hold you in contempt. Will do not, man. I will
Uh,
throw you in for contempt 30 days. Don't play, man.
your honor or dishonor. I'm not sure how
Whoa,
you want
whoa,
us to
whoa.
address you at this point, but just know that following this court hearing, all right,
I'm listening. It's open. Yeah,
depending
go
on
ahead.
how things turn out, regardless of how things turn out, actually, I will be filing for a suit of
Oh, wow.
inaccountability on your behalf. I mean, it was if anybody saw this opening, all right, it is in nobody's thought process that this is not a biased court. All right. I mean, I feel like Emmett Till, R.I.P. R.I.P. My great grand cousin. All right. I feel like Emmett Till in a courtroom that I've already been set up according to my peers, according to the judge. He's already cited.
No,
Hence
no, no,
the
definitely not.
hence the elaborate
Not at
intro
all.
that he
Not at
gave
all.
to that he
No,
gave
no, no, no.
to the
Hey,
defense.
listen.
cat.
This is a fair hearing, fair
I will be
court.
filing an injunction.
Okay, okay, and you have the right to do that, Esquire Jims. All right, you will have the right to do that as well. But at this point, it is all even. We just gonna address the chat. And yo, chat, please, you guys are gonna have a chance to actually ask both attorneys on their side as far as any questions. You guys are able to ask them. Leave it in the chat. It will be addressed. And then we're gonna go ahead in the second part after I catch up, the second part, which I'm slow as hell. All right. Second part, we will allow them to cross examine one another. Pause. If there's a pause that's needed there, right? As far as what they believe in and why they're fighting for their side. Okay. Now we're gonna have three. They're gonna have 3 times to go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna have a short recess, address the chat, and do what we do. So all due fairness, Gemz, is there anything you could go ahead and start with the cross examination if you like, and ask Mr. Dollars on why he think it's good or why he thinks Seraphim Blue is it? You have your time to cross examine him, ask him any questions.
All right. I tell you what. All right, let's go ahead and attack this point. All right. So, Dane,
What's good, brother Gemz?
are you aware of the cost of Seraphim Blue?
Oh,
I believe it is 160.
I do believe depends on how much you love it, in which I am not a fan. So, but I do believe it is actually 175. All
Okay.
right. Now, oh, I do see Dan, not the man, in the chat. He has informed us that I believe the smaller bottle is 155. Is that correct? And
There we
so
go.
the bigger one is more expensive. All right. Now,
Correct.
there we go. 195. So it is a $200 bottle. All right. Now, are you aware that we are in an economy where our money, our time, our assets are limited?
For sure.
All right. So with that being said, also, let me ask you this, Brother Dame. When you purchased your bottle, did you have a discount code?
I did.
Oh,
You did. And how much was that discount code for?
I believe it was 10%. I believe.
10%. All right. So because you got a big bottle, correct?
I got a 60 ml.
Oh, you got the small one. So you weren't. It appears that you might not have been too convinced in its quality, its worth, huh?
Well, no, I mean, it
I'd
was.
like to go ahead and bring that to the court.
It was.
The
It
purchase of
was.
the smaller version.
It was just being
Yeah.
released, so I went safer with the 60 ml at the time just to make sure that I did enjoy it. But
Got you.
since I've had it, I will get a backup bottle.
Okay. Now let me ask you this also. How long have you had that particular bottle?
I've had it since it was released, so it was probably over a year and a half now.
So you've been holding on to this 60 mil for over a year at this point.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You see the
Now,
dent, right?
I do. But here's the question. As much as we've seen you in these chats, I don't know. You've been in countless chats. Countless chats. All right. As a matter of fact, would you say that you have probably let's just give it a if it's been over a year, 365 days, let's say you've been in about 250 days worth of chats.
Gemz, what are you talking about?
No, sorry. Would you say would you think it's accurate to say
Mr.
you've
Dollars?
been
Answer the question. Answer the question, Mr. Dollars.
So you be in every chat that I be in, Gemz?
would it be safe to say, Mr. Damius Minimus, all right?
That's not my name.
I would like for the court to bring up that we are including nicknames as well as
We are. Hey,
since I
answer the
was
question, Dollars.
MLK Gemz earlier. So you know, all jokes aside, you know, this is just so
Yes,
that
jokes
everybody knows
aside,
who we're
yes.
talking to, all right? Is it safe to say, and I need you to tell me the truth. I need the truth, okay? Is it safe to say that you've been in about 250 chats during this time of possession of that particular fragrance?
I don't recall.
Your Honor, I can't have a serious
Do you have proof for 30 gems?
I need you to give me an answer, sir.
He asked a fair question. Dollars, you must answer.
I don't
You must
recall.
answer.
I believe he is trying to avoid the truth, and therefore, if he is not going to give an
I don't
honest
recall.
answer, let alone an answer at all, Judge, I'm voting. I'm voting right now that you vote this out. If he
250
is not
chats
cooperating,
is a lot of
he
chats.
is
I
not
wouldn't know.
cooperating with he is not cooperating with the
Hey, come on.
prosecutor,
Hey,
sir.
dollars. He's giving his time. You have to answer with good faith. This is a conversation of good faith. Please answer Esquire Jim's questions, please.
With the number that he gave, I wouldn't recall, but I have worn the scent in a lot of chats. Yes, I've said this publicly.
So okay, that still doesn't answer the question, Judge. I am asking that I be able to come back to this question at a later point in this.
Not
Okay,
a problem. Not a problem.
I do demand that he answer this. It is imperative that he answers it based on what I'm trying to prove here. All right. So
We will
he
circle back.
says,
Yes.
yes. So he says in a lot of chats. Okay. Then can I ask you how many times do you spray that particular cologne when you wear it? How many times? Because you've told me. I just want to make sure that I've got the number correct. Tell me how many times do you apply the cologne to your body in one wear?
It depends because Seraphim I usually wear when it's a little hotter, so anywhere from like 8 to 10 sprays.
8 to 10 sprays. All right. All right. 8 to 10 sprays. That's pretty good. That's not too heavy, but we definitely see worse sprays and whatnot. 8 to 10. I tell you what, for the sake of this, I'm gonna go ahead and take the latter. Okay, take the higher, okay? 10 sprays. All right. Now, Dave, you've got a 60 ml. Do you mind holding up the bottle? Let that be evidence blue. We're gonna go ahead and name that as evidence Pew. All right, like Pepe Le Pew. Okay,
Yeah, it's about 30
go
ml
ahead.
left of it.
All right. So you have worn it. You have worn 30 mils, but you spray 8 to 10 times. Okay.
Oh.
And I would probably say, let's say you didn't do 250. Say you did 200. That is 200 chats, Dave. 200 chats, all right?
Chats.
Out of those chats, I would like for the court to know. Let's go ahead and assume 200, 250, somewhere within their chats. How many times would the court and the jury say that you've seen Dame out of those 250 times champion Seraphim Blue as his scent of the day and how good it is? Can I hear from the court how many times they would say they have seen Dave put in the chat as his scent of the day, Seraphim Blue?
I'm about to cook him.
Okay.
You can cook me all you want to, but you won't be honest. You won't be honest because I already asked one question.
I am being honest.
To answer.
Okay.
I didn't refuse.
So with you answering this, we're gonna give Esquire Gemz 2 more questions, and then we're gonna turn it over to Dame to ask.
Well, here's the point. Here's the point. Dame seems to be the champion. He's had his bottle for over a year. Okay, he seems to be the champion for the fragrance. He's had his bottle for over a year. It's only 60 mils. It's not 100. You know, we're not gonna question finances or anything, but I will question his true love for this. He's talking about getting a backup bottle, but you're only halfway full. Is it really time for you to be talking about that? Or is that a front and a fantasy that you're trying to sell us? Because out of 365 days, you I would say wanted about 150 or so, the way you championed it and whatnot, the way you championed in the chat and everything. And yet you have only used half of the bottle, 30 mils.
Yeah, about 30, 35 mils, yeah. Because I wear it when it's high heat. And I live in North Carolina, so we
The
get
math,
colder
but you said 8
days
to
and
10
seasons.
sprays of wear. The math ain't math, and Damius.
Well,
The
one
math
point,
ain't well, sir.
well, one
I
point
will
I will
give you.
say,
I will give you time to
this,
plead your
but hold
argument.
on. I,
No,
no,
sir. This is
I
my.
answered, right? So let me answer
No.
this.
This is
No,
my. No,
no,
sir.
no, no,
I
no.
know you
Let
don't.
me
I
talk. Let me
understand that
talk.
you.
Let me
No,
talk.
no.
Hey,
Eight
I
to ten
understand that
sprays.
you don't
One
know
thing
how
about
court works. I
one
understand
thing
that you
about
don't
hold
understand
on.
how court works. No,
One thing
sir.
about
No, sir.
Zaharoff
When it is your
atomizers.
time, when it is your
See,
time, when it
see.
is your
it's
time,
your
you
time.
can rebuttal.
He is right.
But right now, this is my time. I'm sorry if you did not get the memo to go ahead and study how court works. But, sir, this is still my time. I'm still making my captivating and very convincing argument for the fact that you really don't like it that much.
But I have to answer.
Right? And it's based on use, because if I was wearing this thing and spraying it 10 times, okay,
I can't be cut off when I'm answering a
over a
question.
period of years, over a period of a year, a little over a year, I would definitely have already used more than 30 mils. I mean, dang, I've seen people that have decanted more than they've worn, and they've used more than you have.
So Zaharoff
I'm not sure.
atomizers.
Sir, let me finish, please.
You
didn't let me finish. He didn't let me finish though.
You gotta let him
When
finish.
it's your time, you
He didn't
can
let me
make
finish
your argument when it is
he
your
just asked me a
time.
question and I didn't even answer it.
Because you
Hey,
refuse to.
Esquire
You
Gemz is
refuse to.
speaking. But he's finishing up. Let him finish. And then you get your turn.
Thank
Dollars.
you.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Gemz. Go
I
ahead.
do appreciate that, Judge Kicks. All right.
Go ahead,
Now,
man.
to the courtroom, all right, and to you all right, those who are making a decision on this, all right, please take in the record that not only will he not answer questions regarding it, so it does seem a bit defensive. And usually when you're in a court of law and you become defensive, that's pretty much admitting your guilt. But, all right, but at the same time, 30 meals of use over a period of a year. I have but one last question, Kicks. I have but one last question, and let's see if he'll answer this, because so far he's struck out. Okay, Dave, I gotta ask this: how many fragrances are in your collection, sir? I just need a number. I don't need an excuse. I don't need a why. How many fragrances would you say are in your collection?
Probably 110.
110. And you swear that this is, and I'm not asking, I'm just reminding the court and those of his peers who have been here. Let's see. You have sworn that this is top 3. 8 to 10 sprays, plenty of wears, plenty of using it as your scent of the day, especially I believe at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, you used it multiple days off back when you first got it, and 30 mils is all you're using. I am proving here that his so-called love for the fragrance and his ranking it up so high in his collection is false. He is a Pharisee of what he says in the chat. He praises it, but to no ado, he's not using it like he says he would or should. Let the number of uses, let the amount being used over a period of year come to the court and show why I do not believe that it is as good of a fragrance to him as he thinks it is. And if it is not as good of a fragrance as it is to him to have worn a bottle already, because we've seen people such as Ross, such as Dan Not the Man, and others who have literally gone through a bottle, some even 100 mil, all right, as a self-praised champion for Seraphim Blue. If he hasn't finished the bottle yet, a 60 mil, I'm questioning how good the fragrance really is. All right. I step back, Your Honor.
Wow.
I'll turn it over to the defense. All right.
Okay, there you go. Dame Dollars, Esquire Dollars. It is your turn to go ahead and cross-examine. Pause. Esquire Gemz, you have the floor.
Esquire Gemz, quick question.
No need for quick. Just go ahead. I got you.
Is it true that you bought a bottle of Seraphim Blue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you use a discount link code to buy your bottle?
Yes, sir.
Interesting. What was your initial thoughts when you first smelled Seraphim Blue? And be honest, because I was on the phone with you when you told me about your experience, and we was on IG Live when you first did the initial impressions of the fragrance. So I really expect you to be honest with the court here.
Of course. It was just good.
It was just good.
Yeah. It wasn't mid at the time. It was just good.
So you're on the opposing side of this argument for a good fragrance?
No, it's not about whether it's good. It's about whether it deserves the hype that y'all gave it. I think you need to check your court documentation, because at no point in time was this ever an argument of whether it was good.
Hold on.
Judge,
No.
Judge, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Did I ever say that it was?
Let's wait here. Let's wait here. Let's wait here. So it's a good fragrance, according to you from what you just said. That's one. Two here. How many bottles of Zaharoff do you own, Gemz?
Currently?
Currently or in the past? Yes.
Because you know I've sold several.
So you've owned several bottles of Zaharoff.
Do you want to know the number? I'm asking. Do you want the answer?
No. That was enough. That was enough. So you do know that the atomizer is on Zaharoff. How would you describe the atomizer?
I fail to understand where the atomizer has anything to do with the quality of juice.
It has to do with my bottle having this amount of juice, so and with your experience with it. So how would you describe the atomizer for a Zaharoff fragrance?
Above average.
Is it pressurized?
You mean like our guy, House of Colossus? Pressurized. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm asking you.
Honestly, to be honest with you, since we're going to get technical, what do you say, Esquire?
Just answer the question. Just answer the question, James.
It depends on how heavy your finger is, and that I don't know.
Well, I would say, since I have a bottle,
but this is about me, Dan. Not about.
Do a spray.
Oh, okay.
That's a good distribution. It's not a fire hose, so my dent in my bottle is represented by many times I've worn the fragrance. It is represented by my love for the fragrance. Just because it's not down to the last drop when I wear it in higher heat seasons doesn't mean that I don't love the fragrance. So we're just getting that out the way. Gemz. So you sold your bottle of Seraphim Blue.
Most definitely.
Why'd you sell it?
Because it wasn't getting enough wears. That's one. It's multiple. And don't stop me. Let me get it off. All right. Wow. It wasn't getting enough wears. And of all those in my collection, I wasn't enjoying the accords and whatnot. It wasn't, to me, that good of a fragrance.
How many fragrances do you think you own?
Do I think I own?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask, are you talking about currently?
Correct. Judge, did he just get up from his seat, Judge?
Yeah, you know what? He did, but you know, we about to finish up. We about to finish up. Let him do his thing. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Somewhere upward of 200.
Okay, so 200 bottles. That's double my collection. What fragrances do you get a lot of wear out of anyway? With 200 bottles.
What fragrances do I get a lot of wear out of?
With 200 bottles, yes.
Will the court tell me what this has to do with anything?
Relevant. Right.
Yes, this has something to do
because relevant.
Because all you're doing is proving that I don't like it. You're literally heading
Where's
down the pathway just to prove that I don't like it. That's why it's not here. That's why out of everything that I got, it wasn't getting wears. So I'm
What's
not
the
sure if you
relevance
want to
of
go
this
down this
Esquire
path
dollar?
because you're going
The
bring it up
relevance, the relevance is only because he said he didn't get a lot of wear out of it, right? So I'm
I had a
asking
lot of
him
opportunity though.
what I'm asking him.
Let him
Yeah,
talk.
so he
Go
said he
ahead.
didn't get a lot of wear out of it, but he has over 200 bottles. So how much wear do you get out of your other fragrances in general? Period. That's
That is a
very
good
relevant to the
question. You have to
conversation.
answer. You have to answer that, Gemz. You got to answer
Actually,
that, my guy.
actually, I'd probably say out of some of my more worn ones, I'll probably get about 8 or 10 wears out of the worn ones. Yeah. But here's the thing. You also got to remember too, don't forget that quite a few of them I had decants of before now.
Mm.
And I'm not talking about 2 meals. I'm talking about 5s, 10s, 15, 20, 25, 47.
I don't know,
25,
Judge.
46.
I just think personally, Gemz has something against the House of Zaharoff. I don't know what it is. He's bought almost 10 bottles, full bottles of Zaharoff. And it's just dawning on me
I have
that
not
out
bought
of
10. I have not bought
you bought
10
7
or
bottles, sir.
anywhere.
You said this. He's bought
Hold
7
on,
bottles
Gemz.
from
Let
Zaharoff.
him talk. Okay. All right.
And
Go
I'm
ahead.
just kind of confused
Hmm?
as to why, if you bought almost 10 bottles from this brand,
No,
you're
sir.
on the
That's closer
opposing
to
side.
5. That is closer
You
to
said
5.
7, sir. We have it on tape. We have it on tape. We have it on record, Gemz.
Say a 10
We have
mil
it
of
on record,
what?
Gemz. You said 7.
Order in the court. Order in
Sir.
the court.
Sir.
It's on record. Do
It's
you not
on
remember what
record
you
where?
said?
Tell me.
You said you've had over 7 bottles of Zaharoff. Seven bottles of Zaharoff from the
No,
brand.
Is that
7,
true or
not
not?
over.
Yeah.
Not over.
7.
7.
7,
Kids,
yes, not 5.
The 7 round
Allow him
closer
to
to
ask.
5 or 10.
Allow him to answer. Gemz, can you answer for the jurors so they can hear it? How many bottles have you had of
I have owned 7 bottles of Zaharoff, and it rounds closer to 5 than 10. So if we're going to round, I am a math major. That is what I got my major in. I taught math, as a matter of fact. So if we are rounding down. How many away
We're
from
not rounding.
5 is 7? You just did. 5 is 2
Close to
away
10.
from 7. How many?
7 is still close to 10, Gemz.
Is closer to 5. Let's go to 5 then. If we're
That's
gonna do
not, but
multiples
that's
of
not my
5,
point. That's your point. That's not my point.
here's a question. You also asked this too, though, Dane. How many do I own now? 5. 5.
Oh.
Because
You
you were bringing up what I had. This is about what I have if you're going to try and prove a point. And the point is that I got rid of it because it's not that good to me.
So he has dollars.
So he said it's not that good,
he still owns.
Judge, when he said it was a good fragrance. I rest my case.
That makes no sense. I said it's
You've already
not
said
that
it was a
good.
good fragrance, Gemz. Is it not that good, or is it good? Which one is it?
Permission to cross.
Sure.
cross-examine.
You have the
All
right. You have the right.
All right,
Esquire Gemz, go right ahead.
Let me go ahead and touch on a couple of things. He said I said it was good, but not that good. Your Honor, in what world does someone saying that it's not that good mean that it's not good? Are we or are we not here to discuss whether or not it was overhyped and deserves to be on anyone's Mount Rushmore or not? Is that not what we're here for?
We're here for that. That's
so
right,
him trying to prove something based on my blind buy of the fragrance is a little asinine. Because here's the thing:
it's not.
Yes, sir. Let me speak.
Yeah,
I got a code from Ross for pre-sale. Do you know what happens in that pre-sale, Judge? You don't get to sample it.
True.
When I sampled it, I wore that fragrance 4 times, maybe 5. First 2, I said it was good. Came back, did a full wear on intentionally, went on live, and the grade that I gave it was a 7.5, 8 at best.
That's a good rating.
That's not good enough. We are not talking about good. This is where Dane did not do his research. He did not look up the topic. This is not about whether it's good or not. This is about whether it's great. You are the cheerleader for the fragrance, claiming that it is a 10 out of 10. Your Honor, have we not seen over and over where Dame has given it not just a 10, a 12, or higher than a 10 out of 10 on here? Are we not holding him in contempt because of the lies that he spews?
How is it lies?
The over exaggeration of this fragrance here.
But Gemz,
no, sir. Let me finish my cross examination.
I got you after this.
Second, no, what you don't understand is you get to cross examine on the next topic that you bring up. I cross examine on the first one because I bring it up. Young Davies Minimus, I need you to do a little more research on how court works, brother. All right. So with me finishing my cross examination, with me finishing this cross examination, I would also like to reestablish my point of the price. All right. Although he will not answer as he deflected from it earlier, but I will say this. Well, actually, no, that'll be the next one that I talk about. All right. We talked about the price, but here's the thing. He brought up 10%, like I said, and that was only because it was pre-sale. There was no code after a certain point in time.
This is true.
Now, if I were to go out there and buy it now, I'm buying it for $195, $155. Okay. But here's the thing. If there was belief that this was so good and whatnot, if there was belief that this was a gem of a fragrance and whatnot, I want the court to decide for itself. Would you have not worn it more than half of the bottle over a period of time? Especially at the point when I know for a fact that you had lesser fragrances in your collection back then. And every time I looked up, it was, you got to get your nose on this gem. You're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. It's on skin. This is the best fragrance out there.
A little exaggeration.
I love the short memory and the lack of accountability and where he was at the moment and where he is now, because Dame has definitely built his fragrance collection up with some bangers. Okay, we'll give him that. But at the time that he first bought this, a lot of those bangers were either sampled or not there. And at this time, Seraphim, he claimed, was top 3 in his collection, and he would wear it over a lot of stuff. And this is a fact. This is a fact. Baby, hey, everybody. The lives are not deleted. You can go back and check all the lives, all right? And from Dedrick to us to Ross.
Yes.
They're there. And I will say this, all right? At no point in time has he proven the worth of the juice. All he has proven is that I bought it and I sold it. All he has proven is that at one point I liked it and then I didn't. But he never proved whether it was great. All he could prove is that I said it was good. And for 100 and what was that, Kicks? I'm sorry, 165, $195.
Yeah.
$195 for the 100 mil. That's a nice little price to say that something is simply good.
Whoa.
All right. I proved my point, Your Honor. I'll go ahead and pass it to the
okay. Esquire Dollar, is there anything you would like to ask? This is going on too, and then we will have a short recess.
Yeah.
And
so
questions
hold on.
Your Honor, there's no rebuttal of the rebuttal.
Gemz.
There's no rebuttal of the rebuttal.
Judge, please get your Esquire together.
Sir, do I need to sue the court for not knowing how it's run?
No. Hold on.
Is he going to over talk me when it's my turn? Is that how this is going?
Hold on.
Do I need to sue the court?
Someone's getting defensive.
Hold on. Order.
I need this judge to not be biased.
Someone's getting emotional.
You see how biased this is becoming.
Hold on. Wait.
Hold on. Gemz, question.
Hold on. Now, Gemz, I gotta put you on mute. For a second. I have to put you on mute for a second. Do not say that I, Judge Kicks, is dirty. We have an honest and open court here. Hold on. Now I'm gonna unmute you, but I gotta have you settle down. I do not want to hold you in contempt. Now you went first, Dollars went next, and then you jumped back again. It's only right that I let Esquire Dollars say his last piece because you went a second time. Realize that you did. So I'm gonna unmute you, and I'm gonna let Dollars do his thing. Hold on. Go ahead, Dollars. Go ahead.
I have a question for Gemz. The 5 fragrances from Zaharoff that you have, can you name them for us?
No, because this is not how a legal proceeding works.
Judge, he's not answering the question. He's not answering the question from the brand that we're discussing.
A rebuttal does not require a rebuttal. There's only one rebuttal per statement. And I already made it.
That's not how this works. So, Gemz, what would you describe the brand of Zaharoff since you own 5 bottles? What would you say draws you to the brand of Zaharoff?
I got to say the name no my Damie.
He's not going to answer the question.
You should be used to that, Dave. Didn't you give it that to me twice? Oh,
I did it. I did it. I answered all your questions just now.
No, you didn't.
What? Is he okay? What is going on?
Dollars, he tried to circle back and you did not answer the question he asked twice at the beginning and at the end. This is the honest to God truth.
Yes, 2 questions you refused to answer, so you cannot get mad about me not answering one.
So, Judge, he's not going to answer none of my questions?
I'm not answering any of these. There is no such thing as a rebuttal to a rebuttal.
Okay.
Well, I'll say this. From my conversations with Gemz, I know for a fact he has Zaharoff fragrances because of the high quality that they come with.
Not true.
And no, you didn't want to answer, so I'll answer for you. Based off our conversations.
I will judge.
So no. We're not doing this.
I will not allow him to sully my name.
We're not doing this.
I will not allow him to sully my name.
I gave you the floor.
Not cast these aspersions on
you.
You
had the floor.
You will not.
Judge, did he not have the floor to answer?
Order.
You will not lie on me.
Did he not have the floor to answer? You have 5.
You will not lie
fragrances.
You will not lie on me.
Judge, did I give him the floor?
Defamation is real. Defamation is real. We're not doing that. Defamation of character. We're not going to do that.
I will answer my questions.
Next question.
Thank you.
One last question, Dollars, and then I got to address the chat. The chat got questions, and then we got to give you guys your final closeout, and then we let the jury decide.
I'm just saying, it was a little emotional based off the truth of what was said, but I gave him the floor first. He didn't want to answer, Judge. But anyways, for a fact, this is a fact. Zaharoff exudes sophistication from the brand to the design of the bottles to the juice. And in my honest opinion, if you have 5 fragrances from the brand, you can't justify that a fragrance is overhyped if you hold 5 from the brand, especially if you say that it's good.
Is this a commercial? Are they paying you to do this mid trial? What's going on here? Did I miss something?
You love deflecting.
No,
you love deflecting.
That's not
deflecting.
You like
it is deflection. It is deflection. I gave you the floor to answer. You didn't want to answer.
Oh, I did answer.
All I'm saying is this: you're saying it's a good. I didn't lie. You're saying it's a good fragrance, and you have 5 from the brand.
Judge, can we move on?
What? Is this not order? Is he just arguing and deflecting and interrupting me when I'm speaking? What's going on, Gemz? This is unlike you, Gemz.
I would like to point out to the judge that according to one of the innocent bystanders, it is just as Will Rodriguez has said, Zaharoff is not on trial here. Seraphim Blue is.
Absolutely.
Good point. George Gems, Bailiff Gems made a point.
Yeah,
Bailiff Rodriguez
but
made
they're
a
not on
point. Will
trial.
the
They're not on
spill.
trial. All I'm saying is this. What makes you think the fragrance is overhyped when you own 5 from the brand? You say that it's a good fragrance. And yeah, you sold it. You sold another fragrance too. But in
Yep.
my honest opinion, when
I
it
honestly said
comes
that I would
to
get that one back though.
right, but this is my thing.
Not
You're
Seraphim
saying
Blue.
it's good. You own 5 from the brand. So how does Seraphim Blue get the overhyped sticker in in your mind frame? I'm confused.
What?
If it's a good fragrance to you.
It's just good.
So it's
not
overhyped
worth
because
it.
it's good?
Yes. Because Dave, again, I already proved to the court and
What is
everybody watching.
happening, Judge?
What were you giving it? What Judge, can we stick to the point? Did Dave not say that it is a 10, if not better, out of 10?
This is true. This is true.
Is
And
that
Dollars,
not
you
what
did
we
say
are
that.
talking about here? Is that not what is on trial? The worth, the overhype, how valuable it is in one's collection. Not Zaharoff, all right?
We're talking about Seraphim Blue.
We are not talking about whether or not it is good. We are talking about whether or not it deserves the praise that you, and people like you, such as Kix Griffey, not the honorable Judge Kix Griffey, but the other, the innocent bystander Kix Griffey.
If it's good to you, Gemz, why would you say, if someone else like me, for example, I say it's great. If it's good to you, why is that a problem of it being overhyped when it's good to you?
Because I believe it is a mid-ranger.
But it's good.
I believe that it is good, but there.
He's not making the point, Judge.
Judge, can I move on to my second point, or can Dane move on to his second? We've already proven our first point, and now he's trying to move on. We just need to move on because I've already made my point that according to his use and the time lapse that he's had to use it, he himself has only used approximately 30 mils of a 60 mil. Not to mention, I already proved that he chose to get a 60 mil rather than 100 mil, which also shows that there was a lack of confidence in what was being cooked up as Zaharoff. Now, these points actually
you bought a 60 mil as well.
Saying. No, I actually bought 100 mil. Stop it, Dame.
No, you didn't.
Dame is minimus. I bought a 60.
Where's the receipt, Gemz?
I don't need a receipt. It's online.
You don't need a receipt.
100 mil. Your Honor.
Listen.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
We have video proof, Judge. We have video proof.
Will you please inform him that I literally bought a full 100 mil because I wanted the placard on the front, just like I did with the Health Eddie Black Rose. Whether or not he believes it is besides the point. Me and Jason both bought
him and Jason
mil.
bought, and Terrence, because I got this from T. Rizzy.
Yes, we all bought.
Terrence didn't buy it. He got his bottle from Dan. Well, not Dan. Not from Dan. It was somebody else that he gave them samples for.
So we're gonna stay on topic. We're gonna stay on topic.
Hold on.
All I'm saying is, okay. So I stand corrected. If it was 100 mil, that's okay. I get it. But yeah,
and I probably used about 3 mils of it on wares, and decided it was definitely not worth being selfish in my collection, and I decided to find somebody else that could better appreciate it. But it's still just good. It's still not worth the price I paid. As a matter of fact, I lost money on the transaction selling it, so I just wanted to bring that up to the court, and I still felt like I lost.
Okay. Well, look here. You guys have had great cross-examination. We need to get to the chat because there are questions that people are asking. I left the star behind it. So we're going to have any questions you guys have while I'm going through the questions. Feel free to drop them. And we about to get to it. I'm scrolling all the way up. Forgive me. Here we go. And then we're going to get to these questions. And then we will have closing arguments. People, closing arguments.
Yes.
With the closing arguments, both attorneys will stand on business and on the point of the reasons why they feel it's either guilty or non-guilty. Okay, so let's get to it. Here we go. Will, he said, Jim's question for you. If a person has a collection of mini mids, could they be fooled into thinking that is a masterpiece?
Indeed.
Okay. Another one by
Will stupid.
Will says,
Look
Dave,
towards me, Will, because I ain't
so
got no mids.
good, why didn't you buy my bottle when I offered to sell it to you?
If it was so
You don't have
good,
to
Dave,
answer.
why did? No, he has to answer.
Oh, I just didn't buy it. I just didn't buy it.
Why not? You
Okay.
needed a backup bottle, right? And did I
Five
bring it to the
answers.
court?
Priorities.
Did he or did he not say,
Priorities.
I will be getting a backup bottle? But if it was as
Yes.
good as you say it is,
Priorities.
would you not have? If it was as good as you
Priorities.
say it is, would you have not bought it before the other ones that
Priorities.
you recently bought fragrances?
Priorities. I have not bought any fragrances yet, sir.
Sir,
Okay. So
was Rare Carbon bought before or after you bought Seraphim Blue?
Rare Reef.
Rare Reef, Rare Carbon, it don't matter.
okay,
You know what
said
it
red
is.
carbon. You said
Yeah.
red carbon. That's
All
why
right,
I'm laughing.
So are we going to miss the point because of a miscalculation of the name? Or are we going to
And price
answer
point.
and prove a
And
point?
price point.
No,
And
it's
price
fire,
point.
Jim.
No. Dang, what were the last 3 fragrances that you bought? Because I actually highlighted that in a chat one time when you told us about the 3 that you recently got. And by recent, I mean within the past month. So past couple of months. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and give us those names and don't lie. Don't lie. I actually answered your question in the end.
From Will's question, at the time when he offered it to me, I had priorities to handle. Things have changed since then.
Okay.
But if things have changed, why buy something other than the most claimed possession of yours? Why not buy this backup bottle that you've been telling us for over a year that you would have?
After I'm done with this, I will get a backup bottle.
Backup, but that's not a backup bottle. That's a replacement. There's a difference. See, words mean something, and when you say backup means that it's on the shelf, ready to back up what you're already using. Now, if you had said replacement, and I believe you are old enough to understand the difference of the words, your vocabulary is more extensive than that. Okay, so you know the difference between the words.
I give you that,
You, sir, said backup, and we all know what backup means. Hicks, when you have a backup bottle, you have a bottle in front of it, correct? Because the only way it can be back up is if it's one in front, correct?
Well, when I get low on the juice, I will get a backup, not a replacement. How about that?
But sir, you're 30 meals. You're halfway there. Is that not enough?
We're going into colder temps. So yes.
Okay. So the clear question is, do you have a backup bottle? And you said no, correct?
No, I don't have a backup bottle.
But he has bought bottles since. But he has bought other bottles that he valued their presence in his collection more than another bottle of his claimed Seraphim Blue. All right.
Wow.
Let that be registered in here. All right.
Okay. That has been noted. Jurors, that is on record. It is on record. Okay. CNRL says Judge Kicks
has such a
his most worn Zaharoff to the court. Do you have one of your most worn Zaharoffs that you can show the court, Jim? Esquire Jim.
Since IRL, let me show you my most worn Zaharoff. All right. Let me see. It's between one of these two.
Dollars did show a hefty dent.
Yes, because
very, very hefty because I wear my fragrances. I'm not wearing
but here's the thing.
I'm not wearing go ahead.
All right. Here's the thing. Dollars does wear his fragrances. His collection is reasonably smaller than mine and has been. All right. Mm-hmm. And that's not a flex, that's not a knock. But what it does show is that I have, and if you're honest, I have several in here. Not to mention, I also have body oils and whatnot, which allow me not to use 8 to 10 sprays. Okay. Because the way a lot of the fragrances that I have, especially the darker natured ones, all right, such as the Siren, which is not very used. I probably use it about 3 times. I probably say my first and foremost. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. My most worn now. All right, my most worn now is probably. Let me see.
Who elegant?
No, he said Zaharoff.
No, he asked for Zaharoff.
Hey, no, my boy elegant was worn.
Hey,
My
I
boy
will hold
elegant
you
was
in
worn the
contempt
hell out.
dollars. I will hold you in contempt dollars. Hey,
All right.
hey.
Now I
Hey.
will say this: my most worn would be citrine, and it's not a big
Okay.
deal. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
However, I did have a 10 mil of this.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
and I got it from a friend. All right?
That dent is piss poor.
It is, but so is yours to say that you've had it for over a year, and it was your most claim to fame.
It wasn't my most claim
fragrance
to
that you
fame.
had, and you spray it 8 to 10 times a piece. And
We
here's
just
the
saw
thing.
the atomizer distribution from the fragrance.
And here's the other thing that's crazy too. I actually worn mine at least about 4 or 5 times, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it may last for about 6 hours. But hey, the way Dane be wearing it to work and then coming into chats, I know it 12 hours has been by. So 8 to 10 sprays, you should have reapplied, brother. But you know, I get it. I wouldn't reapply if I wasn't very sold on the fragrance too. So it's all good.
That doesn't make any sense.
Easy. Take it easy.
It does.
The
It does.
dent doesn't lie, sir. Your dents do.
Actually, they don't.
Okay.
They
So the
don't.
argument.
That doesn't
So
make
the
any sense.
argument is,
Mhm.
Gemz said that his dents really can't tell a mixed story because he used oils where he doesn't have to apply as much. You
It's-
are
I
arguing
use
the
oils
dents
too.
don't lie. I'm just showing both.
You use
Hold on.
oils too?
And
Gems.
your argument is that your dents don't lie. So we got two. I'm just pointing it out.
My
to the
dents don't
jurors.
lie. His does. So his points are minute in comparison.
No. I'm just pointing out the points so they can understand that where you guys stand on your argument. Okay.
I know, right?
That's for the
I'm just saying,
jurors to decide.
if you use oils too, they should help withstand the life of the fragrance. So, I'm just saying.
Okay. Dutch asks which 5 he owns. Which 5 do you own, Gemz? Real quick.
Citrine,
Yep.
the Siren,
Siren's fire.
Coco Loco,
Good stuff.
Business Over Pleasure,
Nice.
and Evening Mystique.
That's nice too.
Okay.
Darker,
All right.
mainly darker fragrances, mainly.
But you know this.
Okay.
If you've been watching my content for Lord knows how long, you know what I like and what I've started on. My fragrance with citruses and blues and aquatics
Correct.
didn't really get started heavy until I started dealing with the Sunfather. Y'all know this. So hey, this is what it is. And as we know, my darker fragrances from Serge Lutens to what do we want to say? To Philosophia, to Umber Eccentrica, to everything, they require way less sprays because they are stronger, more potent, and the notes they carry more. They carry heavier. All right, it's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, here's the last question on this end so far. Will, question for all of the fragrances was not brought to our attention by Ross, who most of us, including myself, respect, and GZ, who most of us respect. Would you buy this fragrance? I don't know what that means.
Yes, he's basically asking if it weren't for Ross being the influencer behind the brand and bringing this to us, which we all appreciate. Ross, we respect his banter, his rhetoric, and his reviews, of course. All right, we all respect it. And we respect GZ as an owner who gets out and gets and gets to know the crowd more than some do, right? He's made himself available more than most brand owners do, which is respectful for us. To others, it may not weigh much, but yes, if they were not involved, he's asking, would you really have just gone out there and blind bought it for 165 or 195? Because without them, you wouldn't even have the 10%. So is it worth that 165 if they weren't attached to it? Or is it worth the 195? But I would dare bring it to the court to say, no, it's not, because even with them being attached and whatnot, Dame has passed up on getting a backup bottle so many times. He has
So
rare
many
breed.
times at
Yes,
once is crazy.
no, sir. You have built up. You have added at least 20 fragrances to your arsenal, at minimum 20 fragrances to your arsenal since you bought it and proclaimed yourself on live that you were going to get a backup bottle. You said it was backup bottle worthy from the second time you wore it. You have been claiming that it is a 10, if not a 12 out of 10, since you wore it the first time.
And it is.
And you did this on the same live stream where I gave my rating. You gave this rating that I'm telling the court right now. But yet, your actions don't back you up, Dave. You've had opportunity to get you a backup bottle, and you have not, brother. Kicks, have you or have you not bought a backup bottle? Do you not buy a backup bottle before you're on your very last drop, or do you get it before half?
I get it
Everybody's
before half.
priorities are different.
No, obviously not, Dame, because you've spent well over the cost of a bottle of Zaharoff.
Hold on. So you on my pockets now?
Sir,
come on, Gemz. Let's not get into that.
Sir,
let's not get into that, Gemz.
Let's not play the childish game.
Let's not get into that, Gemz.
We are all 30 and up, and you understand the fact that you have bought multiple fragrances. I do not think that you are over here buying Duas for $20. Okay, so let's try not to be. Let's try not to be dismissive, and let's go ahead and talk about it. You have bought well over a number of fragrances that you could have easily afforded another bottle of Seraphim Blue at this point.
Okay. Well, look, you guys, we are coming up on time. We are at our conclusion. I am going to leave, since I've let Gemz go twice. Dollars, what is your closing argument? Your closing. You're speaking to the juror, letting them know your position and cause and on why you're going for Seraphim Blue.
Well, in conclusion, Seraphim Blue is not guilty of being just another regular fragrance. Instead, it stands proudly as a refined experience and an uplifting creation by George Zaharoff. When you spray on Seraphim Blue, you're not just putting on a scent. You're allowing the scent to take you on a journey. You're allowing it to add confidence, aura to what you already bring to the table. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what truly makes it remarkable.
Okay. All right. Dollars, thank you for your closing. Esquire Jim, please leave us with your closing.
All right, give me a second, Kicks, because I'm trying to figure out whether what show we're in. For a second, I could have sworn we were in Kicks late
Closing statement,
but for some reason it felt like I was in a commercial on Fat Boy Finesse's channel a second ago. You know, I thought I was in a Zaharoff commercial.
Is this a closing statement,
But
Your Honor?
with that being said, okay. With that being said,
is this a closing statement? I mean, like, what are we doing?
Look, here we go. All right, let me finish, please. All right. To those of the jury and those in the courtroom, it's mid. It's mid. All right. You know what? No one said that Chris Paul was not a Hall of Fame point guard. All right. Now, he killed us for years. He killed too many teams with mid-range shots, right? Only problem is that with all those mids and some years of shooting threes, you know, he never got a ring. And unfortunately, since he never got a ring, he and Seraphim Blue will probably find it hard to get on the Hall of Fame. All right. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? Will he be a great point guard? Yes. Will Seraphim Blue be a really good fragrance? To some. All right. But to the overall consensus, it is mid. Okay. It is punching way above its price point, in my personal opinion. Okay. I do believe that there are people that are advocating for it falsely, based on as Will said, based on the quality of fragrances in their collection at the time. All right. I think that if it was as good as it was, or as good as they say it is, I believe that once I got halfway finished, I would already have a backup bottle, especially knowing the trend of Zaharoff recently, how they have been cutting off certain bottles and certain things. All right. I mean, this is one that, according to Dame, I should never miss out on. But yet, not only am I one of several who has sold my bottle of Seraphim Blue, but if you go to the Facebook groups and you ask my co-host Jason where his bottle is, I feel that you will find that it has traveled around the world much like mine has. All right, that's just a fact. Okay. Now, with that being said, this is not about Zaharoff. Zaharoff is a good brand. This is not about George. This is not about Ross. This is not about anybody's review. This is about the overall consensus as a whole. Is Seraphim Blue overrated? And when you consider whether it's overrated or whether it's actually better than good, because we're talking about, according to Dame, a 12 out of 10 on many occasions, all right?
Yeah.
The price point that it's at, without that 10% discount for the prepay, the prepay period where you don't get a chance to sample, all right? Is it worth the price? And if it is it worth replacing? And I would dare to say that if the people of the court were to literally look around and those who have a bottle, be honest with yourself. Look at it, spray it in the air, smell it, and just say, when this gets close to finish, am I going to get another bottle or am I going to find something else? I believe that if you were honest with yourself, you would tell yourself, we're moving on. All right. We're moving on. Okay. Because there are other fish in the sea. And at the same time, as good as it may have been in your collection, it doesn't stand the test of time. And thus far, proving that Zaharoff Seraphim Blue is overhyped by many in the community and is simply just a good fragrance.
Wow. Wow. Well, we have had closing arguments from both lead attorneys. They did a wonderful job by pointing out their points as far as the fragrance is concerned. You as a juror, I'm sorry, but for whatever reason, the poll disappeared. But right now, while we have 17 in the chat, give 1 for guilty, 2 for not guilty. If you guys could do that right now, that'd be great.
2 for
guilty, 2 for Dame.
2 for non-guilty for James.
James, good stuff, brother. Good stuff.
Forgive me on this. Forgive me on that. So, hey, you guys, we looking at the chat right now. We're giving you guys a chance to see
2,
the
not
majority
guilty.
will win. Okay, we got.
Not
Hey, I'm
guilty.
gonna highlight it. Here we go. I'm gonna highlight it. Donald English with the 2. Fat boy is laughing too. 1. Okay. All right. Oh, Alicia voted 1. Oh, Will said 2. I mean 1. He said 1.
We knew that.
It looked like a lot of ones in the building.
Dan not the man. Dan not the man.
Yeah, Dan not the man. He got a 1.
Dutch. Yo, Dutch.
Dutch with the 1. Oh my God.
Where's the poll, man?
Hey, the poll was up and it deleted. But
who needs a poll? Delete? Who needs a poll when you only got 2 2s?
Hey.
Dutch put 2. Walt put 2, bro.
Wait. Dutch is giving it 2. Wait. Dutch is giving
you got 1 2.
Wait, Dutch. Wait, you got a 1 and a 2. Which
3 is a draw. 3 is a draw. 3 is a draw.
Hey,
wait. Is it 1 or is it 2?
Hey,
1
that boy
is guilty.
3 is a draw. 3 is a draw.
There are no draws.
3 is a draw.
There are no draws.
3 is a draw. It is.
3 is not a draw because Seraphim Blue will get you no draws. Okay, no draws.
No, that's not true.
No, snap.
No draws.
With the 2. Aroma with the 2. Oh, Big Don laughing. Pause, man. Big Don laughing. Whoa, Joe gave it 3. Oh, Ricky.
It's looking pretty even. It's looking pretty even, Judge Kicks. It's looking pretty even, Judge Kicks.
We saw the first votes. We saw
it's looking very even, Judge Kicks. It's looking very even to me.
It's not looking even.
That boy for this.
It is.
Not looking even.
Okay.
It's not looking
My
even.
vote is 3.
It is.
Okay.
3. It is.
Okay. 3 rematch. Okay. Haven't allowed. Okay. Hey, it's looking like a lot of ones up in here, people.
It's a hung jury.
Hey, it's a hung jury.
What ones?
There's not enough 3s to hang the jury. It's a lot of ones.
Where?
It's a lot of ones. I'm gonna give a few more. I'm gonna just give 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. It ain't no hung jury. It looks like a lot of ones.
Let me speak to Elisa's point. Dame getting them panties. Yes, Victoria's Secrets has a buy 3 get 1 free right now. So yes, indeed he is. Okay.
What?
If we being honest, that was a blowout. Wow.
Oh wow, Will. Okay. See,
really,
but Will
the poll. Because I can't see the poll because it's separate. Okay, currently the poll says 62% is guilty and 38% is non-guilty. Oh, thanks a lot, Aroma, because I can't. It's not showing it on this side. Okay, so the chat is still up. Okay, the poll is still up. Oh wow, man. It's looking bad. It's looking bad. And I gotta give a verdict. Based on the people.
And don't be biased. Judge Kicks, please do not be biased like your counterpart, like your twin brother, okay?
There's no biasness, man.
We keep an honest court here.
Right. No bias because Dame has not bought. All right, speaking of bias, he has not bought a backup bottle. So there is no bias of Seraphim blue backup bottles. How about that one?
I have a bottle.
Hey, no Dutch, backups. I will keep. Hey, Dutch is an honest hearing here. I will definitely give an honest verdict. Okay. All right. Hey, we got 30 seconds left. And it ain't looking too good. It's not looking too good. And after I give this verdict, even though the civilian kicks, regardless, Judge Kicks, based off of this hearing and based off of the polls, if it is guilty and overhyped, he has to admit to this. So this is what it is. This is what it is. And hey, you guys got to give it up to the lead attorneys. They did their job. They did their thing. Give them their praises. The poll
Will is crazy. Will is crazy.
They're not the man, baby.
He got to rescue himself. Wow.
Look at Ricky. Ricky hit it on the head, man.
Damn, you should have had Nazar to drive the judge. You might have had a better
Yo, Ricky, chill.
Hey, I'm holding the bailiff in contempt. One more time. Even though one more again. Just one more again. Dan is saying guilty. It is looking like the poll. Okay.
Hey, this is what it is, Kicks. Hey, when you play with the bull, you get the horns. Okay. When you play with the bull, you get the
based on today's
good stuff.
The people of YAKK finds the defendant, Seraphim Blue, guilty as charged as being overhyped.
Crazy. This almost as bad as the OJ trial, man. What we doing here, man?
So, Judge Johnny Gemz Cochran has won this trial. You guys both did a great job. Thank you guys for joining.
If you don't mind, Kicks, real quick, let me go ahead and
go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Right. Good stuff, brother.
You know, it was definitely had a great time. I appreciate you for having me on.
Yes.
What'd you say? Don't disrespect me like that. Okay? Don't ever disrespect me like that. Okay? That was my Cardi B impression. All right, just so you know. Anyway. But yeah, man, hey, thank y'all for seeing the truth in me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, it was a long hard fought. Not really, but you know, we just try and stick to the facts. You know, you stick to the facts. You know, when you play with the bull, you get the horn, right? And at the end of the day, I tried to warn Damius. You know, but this was a good learning lesson. You know, Come back next time, and I can school you on another fragrance.
No, no,
What?
the jury honor, they already made their minds up prior to arguments. I was fighting up a hill this whole time. And that's okay, because I stand on business. And the talk is always gonna be different.
Oh. Well, you guys, thank you guys for joining. You guys are awesome. I want you guys to stay on the backstage real quick. I just want to
Already.
close out. Everybody, thank you guys for joining Fragrance Court Part 2. It is up to you guys to make the future decision on what is next. What fragrance is next? I need you guys' support to come in and pause and join the court, okay? With this, like I said, better production to be done and other adjustments and upgrades. But you guys are making it happen for us, for me, and I truly appreciate it. Let me just go right ahead and just show this last bit. It says now it's 60% guilty, 40% not guilty. Just letting you guys know. We got to
Yo,
run
Ricky, I
this
got you.
back. Hey, we got to run this back. Fat boy from that. I still laughing. Okay, all right. Nice live, fellas. Thank you. Thank you. Imagination. Okay, all right. Couldn't have been bought by Dame, but send me a tip. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Liquid. Take care. Smelling good, everyone. Backup bottles of Seraphim Blue. Wow. Wow. Well, Dame, you win because you got blue. Okay. All right, Alicia.
I got it. That's the
Hey,
thing.
what's next on the chopping block? That's up to you. Good one, good one, good one. Okay, y'all. Well, like I said, you guys, thanks again for joining me. You guys have a good one. To the next one, let the Most High protect y'all, keep y'all safe. YAKK Mob. Peace.